I don't know why, but every time Quincy comes down here and plays the last game of the quarterfinals, they seem to put together a memory maker. They did it a couple of years back, and then they did it again last night against Chicago Heights Bloom. And their fine player, Brandon Cole, by coming back from a late deficit, getting a couple of buckets in the final minute, sealing it with a free throw. And they just seem to do that in the last couple of minutes.
When you talk about memory makers, both teams are long in that suit. Gee, when you think about the 3 years run here with Lincoln v. St. Louis being the defending champion and state champion, and some of the outstanding heroics of a year ago to do that, and Quincy, its history, these two fine basketball programs have represented their communities and schools quite well.
Yeah, when you think about the Tigers, of course, in a championship game, you go back to that matchup between Eric Anderson of St. Francis de Sales and, of course, LaFonso Ellis. LaFonso really hadn't lived up to his billing or his potential early in the tournament, but on that given night, he certainly did, and powered his Tigers to a state championship. We're set to go here for the final 16 minutes of basketball for these two teams this year. Out front, Rudd with a pass, and Johnson could not control it after Banta tipped it around. Oh, great pass over to Martin.
Excellent look-away pass.
Maurice Horton with the eye popper.
East St. Louis Lincoln has gone back to their diamond and one token press at three-quarters court, and they'll fall back into their 2-3 zone defense.
Banta wears number 5. That's Johnson back to Banta now, and that's Rudd in the middle to Johnson, who walked with the basketball.
You know, when you have the athletic ability of a Cuonzo Martin and the size, you can allow a person sometimes to catch the ball in the lane and then be the intimidator, and that's exactly what he was at that point in time, and Tim Johnson traveled as a result of it.
McKinney looks for Martin. He's right there. Leppers seem to be frozen, as it were.
They're looking for Cuonzo a little bit better. I think you'd want them to look for Cuonzo as often as possible.
Martin now with 10 in this consolation game, and East St. Louis Lincoln with the lead again. We've seesawed back and forth all night. Rudd to Biden.
That situation, they just flooded the strong side of the floor and rotated Bybee through right after another youngster. Got the easy two.
Drive by McKinney, and he'll go to the free throw line. Well, they don't have Bybee's number up there on the scoreboard, so apparently they're not going to post his numbers.
We'll keep the folks abreast of that. He's having a heck of a game tonight.
Unofficially 14, I believe.
No, Chris McKinney goes to the basket with the ball as well as anybody in the tournament. He's very aggressive with the basketball.
Well, he has no fear of anyone. I mean, you know, he went in against Chicago King like, well, they're just another team. Now, granted, he didn't deal on him too often, but he went in there anyway. Turnaround by Williams. That's what you call a little trajectory.
Yeah, he got a little high rainbow there that got to fall. Well, you know, talk about fearless. Chris McKinney plays so hard and doesn't smile too often. He's kind of an intimidator out there.
Quincy trailing by 2. They spot Bybee down low, and one thing that Quincy does well, besides pass and pick, they use the glass real well.
Oh, they really do. They shoot the ball high off the glass and soft off the glass. That comes, Jim, from drilling and drilling and drilling.
Speaking of drilling, Horton has been, but not this time.
There's the tip and go, filling the lanes.
A Rudd behind the back, finds himself free, can't get it to fall. Back to Rudd, spin, up, wait, count.
Key thing there is the little man Rudd did not try to fade and get his shot off. He used a couple pump fakes, got the man out of position, and took it right up to the glass.
There's Williams again. This one's going to be off the mark, and here comes Bybee and company quickly to the man who should have it, Rudd. Johnson, can he beat McKinney? He was fouled on the play. He's got some mitts on him, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. You know, this is the thing that when you talk about attacking the basket, watch the lane fill here by Quincy. Tim Johnson really hustles to get out to the outside, to the right of Lamar Rudd. He takes it in strong. You know, when you attack the basket, that's what you have to do, attack it. You can't be timid. You can't draw off. You've got to go there with determination, go there with some fearlessness.
Well, basketball is basically one of those anything you can do, I can do better games. If you have the God-given talent, and even if you don't, you see a lot of players in high school who work hard enough to be good players, and they fit into a team concept. That's the beauty of basketball. It's not an individual game.
I think that's the beauty of the Quincy Ball Club this particular year. You know, they don't have the super outstanding Division I player.
Cuonzo gets a block from behind, but Johnson also got a piece of the arm. And one thing about Martin, one of the many great things about him, is his demeanor. He rarely, ever gets out of himself.
Well, the good ball players stay within themselves, both in terms of the abilities they have and also their emotions.
Martin with a long baseball pass there. And Johnson trying to catch up.
You know, you can't stress that enough to young kids that want to play basketball. You have to stay within the things you can do physically on the floor, and you have to stay within your emotions if you're going to be successful, Jimmy.
Cuonzo gets 1 of 2, and with the rebound is Lepper. And, you know, I can name several players. You see a lot down in your area of the state, and I had the pleasure of watching Rock Island play a lot this year. And Chris Allison, you know, God didn't wave a magic wand over that kid's head and say, hey, you're going to be a great defensive player and you're going to dish out lots of assists. He just taught himself. He stuck with it.
You're talking about a young man that played for Duncan Reed, 5'8", 5'9", who was the most valuable player in the tournament at the beginning of the year, where he only scored 16 points in some 3 or 4 games. But it's the intangibles that you can do that can make a team go, and Chris Allison does those things. You don't have to be a big, gifted person.
Nice pass down to Johnson. He hangs in the air, and somebody almost got the tip in. I think Lepper got a hand up there, but Quincy sees their 2-point lead in jeopardy as East St. Louis Lincoln comes down in a hurry. Some of the Quincy fans upstairs making some noise.
Now they went traveling on Chris McKinney there.
Riley from way outside. That's not going to do it. Tip every time to Rudd at the free throw line. Rudd spin 360. What a shot.
Rudd can do some things in the open court, and he just showed his versatility and his athletic ability.
43-39, as you just saw. And now the emotions will start swelling up inside the consciousness of Jerry Leggett, because he's going to start realizing that this indeed is it for Quincy. Cuonzo Martin brings this team back to within 2 as he goes up against the sophomore. I mean, I don't care who the sophomore is. Martin against the sophomore is almost unfair.
That's true. He's so poised and so knowledgeable inside with the basketball, and he's looking to finish off the old-fashioned 3. The successful shot, now the free throw attempt. You know, you talk about the emotions. Certainly those are going to swell, and within the Quincy fans, within their ball players, within the East St. Louis fans and their ball players, are seeing some young men leave the floor for the last time.
Martin now with 14, and I loved what Benny Lewis had to say before this game started. He said, hey, I told my team before we came out here, every good thing comes to an end. Unless, of course, you got a good marriage, right, Joe?
There you go. Now, this is a delayed attitude that Quincy's going to get into, but it's against a man-to-man. If they match up here, they're going to start, and you see a lot of rotation through the middle.
Quincy making some noise. Vanna in the lane, and we have
got a 5-second count. It's closely guarded. That's a situation where if you're closely guarded, that's usually within 6 feet by the defender, and you're dribbling, you have 5 seconds. You got to get rid of the ball. Or if you're not dribbling and closely guarded, you got to get rid of it in 5 or lose possession.
Cuonzo Martin is 6 of 6 from the floor. His team trails by 1, and they'll be looking for Martin as he loses the handle, and who's got it?
For our listeners and viewers' sake, the wave is going, and that's why folks are excited. Little audience participation. Don't you do it.
Right here on Champagne Beach, eh?
Don't you do it.
But I want to. I want to.
You'll knock your earphones off.
Well, you know, to me, the wave is not a participation sport, but that's just the way I feel. And now we've got, amidst the noise, we've got a player coming in, number 42, Alan Paisley.
Tell you what, in Class 2A action, it's good to see the auditorium nearly filled in the last couple of days, and some fun being had by all.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Alan Paisley, number 42, in for Quincy. We've got 3 minutes, just a little bit more than that, left here in the third quarter, and a great consolation game. Good defense by Quincy, almost picking it off his Bantam. McKinney may make him pay for that. He's fouled on the way up. He'll give his Tigers the lead if he can make 2. Remember today, McKinney, 10 of 10 from the free throw line?
That's right. Came in as a suspect free throw shooter and really righted his stats from that particular area. And again, it's an aggressive driving, penetrating, slashing Chris McKinney that finds himself at the free throw line.
It seems to me he's moved even further to the right at the free throw line.
Got to be careful. He'll be shooting it from his bench.
The first free throw shooter that ever made an impact on my young mind was a guy named Hal Greer from Philadelphia, because he used to take, in effect, jump shots from the free throw line.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see a youngster that kind of struggles with his free throw. That's a good jump shooter. We'll do that at the free throw line.
Well, whatever McKinney has done has worked, because he is nailing them today. We've got a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's pause for these messages. Are you ready for some noise on a St. Patty's Day? That's the computerized fanometer here. And during the Class A tournament, that thing was a hit, because all the folks here at Assembly Hall got into it. And I think they might start doing it now. Let's give a listen.
Fun at the indoor ball yard. Coach Leggett is trying to figure out what's going on. I think he's just got the clue.
I think he thought Adolph Rupp's ghost just walked in. East St. Louis Lincoln, as you can tell by the scoring leaders, giving help to that 1-point lead.
1-3-1 zone by East St. Louis Lincoln.
Fanta can't get a good rebound by Bybee, and he gets it to fall.
Bybee's having a nice ball game to bow out and close out his senior year.
And that's tough. It's tough to be that 6th or 7th guy when you've got somebody good in front of you, and you know you could play for almost any other team.
It's nice to see it happen to the young man. Unfortunate that Todd Wienhainer had the accident or the injury, but Kevin Bybee, who has stayed true to the colors, gets a chance here.
Driving is Riley. Nice pass to Williams. He'll get it to fall, and Bybee will pick up the personal foul. Williams, it looked to me like he could have gotten to the glass quicker, but he angled back to the lane and ended up trying for the old 3 fashion.
The good guard penetrate and look to dump off, and that's exactly what Riley did there. He penetrated, picked up the defender that was hanging around, Artegas Williams, and when that happened, he shoveled the pass off. Nice assist to Williams.
The old-fashioned 3. Oh, won't go. Williams couldn't believe it. I tell you, that Horton. Oh, bad pass out front. McKinney against Bybee. Great body control.
Excellent body control. Caught up with it, hung in the air, and dropped it through.
East St. Louis Lincoln up by 3 now.
1-3-1 zone defense by Lincoln.
At the high post is Wilper, wearing number 50 for Quincy. Blue Devils taking their sweet old time. Cutting through is Bybee against Martin. That's an awful tough shot.
Got the soft high arch, and when you do that, you get the ball oftentimes to hang up there and give it a chance.
20 points now for Kevin Bybee. Riley lost it in close, and Quincy picks it up.
He was going to the well again for that penetration and dump off, but Quincy's defense stopped it.
Under a minute left in the third quarter.
Back to a 2-3 zone.
Way out front is Bannon. Derek Bannon gives Quincy the 50-48 lead.
Lincoln may hold here for one shot. Inside 35 seconds. Trailing by 2.
Gordon, Tech, and King coming up next. Inside the Cuonzo Martin, who leans in, gets his own rebound and scores.
Cuonzo Martin has had the ability to move defense away because he's always leaning to the basket. Followed up with his own missed shot. We've got a tie ball game here, Jim.
Rudd needs some help. Uh-oh, out of bounds. We'll go the other way.
Just a bad pass by Kevin. He knows it. He threw it off of Rudd's foot.
5 seconds, 4 seconds. They get it over to McKinney. That's a 28-footer. It won't go. Rebound Quincy. That's the way The third quarter comes to a close, and it can't get any better than this. We're tied at 50. Let's pause for this from one of your network sponsors, True Value Hardware. And there's our Quincy cam, of course. Not ours, but somebody from the Blue Devils, of course, taking memories. You know, what a world we live in now. You can record your own history, although in my case, I only like half of it on film, maybe. 50-50 is our score. We've got a great game going on here.
That's the way it started, all tied up, and here we are going down to the end.
Look at the second half field goals.
Well, Quincy's shooting extremely well. East St. Louis is coming alive. They're pretty consistent there with their shooting.
Quincy 7 of 10. East St. Louis Lincoln 7 of 12.
You know, when you relax, Jim, you shoot the ball better. Oh, sure, you can take the pressure off. Third place game, we're shooting it very well.
I hear you do everything better when you relax. Is that true?
That's right.
Less stress, better results.
Quincy in the 1-2-2 tipping zone. They'll look to tip it out if it's a missed shot. East St. Louis Lincoln showing some patience.
Riley and Horton just playing a little catch. Martin comes out. He may get the ball up high. Now he's going to cut down.
They're looking for him a little bit more. They're looking for him.
Now the story of this third place game has been Kevin Bivey with 20 points. There's Martin. Triple team. It worked that time, but I bet it doesn't this time.
Again, he follows his shot so well. On the missed shot, if you don't block him out, he's going to go to the board and get his missed shot and put it back in, and that's what he's done the last 2 times down the floor.
Martin with 18. McKinney with 13. Horton with 11. 3 Tigers in double figures. Long jumper out front. Bivey couldn't get that one to fall. Tip is controlled, however, by Rudd, who gets in the lane. He has to go up with it. Off-angled shot. Martin with a rebound.
St. Louis showed patience the last time down the floor. See what they do this time.
Long jumper. Horton. And he looks at the bench after he makes it. Looks at his mates and says, hey, man, no problem.
Nothing to it.
55-50 as East St. Louis Lincoln scores the 3, and then the deuce before that by Martin to break the tie and foul from behind. East St. Louis is off and running with that call from Dave.
Well, they've got a foul to give here, so East St. Louis Lincoln is in the bonus at this point in time with 6:12 to go in the ball game. Quincy is not. They'll be inbounding to the sideline. Look for one of the specials that they may run with a lob. Check out Banta here now. Check out Banta.
Jump pass again. That's Banta, just like Coach said, and that's the result. All right, Coach, you're going to have to get that playbook back to Jerry when this game is done.
You've got to scout that, and you've got to stop that. You know, they're going to beat you in many ways. You don't want to let them beat you in the ways they want to on when the clock is dead on set things.
Oh, McKinney penetrates, makes a nice pass to Cuonzo Martin. That's what you call playing together for a long period of time. Both players knew exactly where the other was going to be.
Cuonzo's got 20 points because his teammates are looking for him and penetrating and looking for him.
Leffer looking for the ball. Now they give it to Johnson, who has to kick it right back out.
Look for the ball to go to the baseline and then tip back to the Leffer youngster.
They're going to run this box offense. Losing it on the way up was Banner. The other way. Ooh, great defensive play by Rudd. McKinney was open and would have had the layup. Rudd now has a 3-on-2 hang, but doesn't hit it. Gets his own rebound, however. Look at that pass. Yeah, over and out. Yeah, back in again.
All that happened because of Lamar Rudd's intensity and his alertness.
You know, Lamar kid after the game, you know, somebody might say, hey, I got 18, and Lamar's like, yeah, but I had 14 assists. Long jumper, not there by Riley. And Quincy has a chance to tie it up with a 3. However, Ty Wimhaner, their big three-point expert, is not in this ball game because of that pulled hamstring, which occurred in the third quarter of the Gordon Tech game and seemed to turn the tide against Quincy in 4, Gordon Tech. Johnson goes hard to the hole and gets a strip by Martin. Last touch by East St. Louis Lincoln.
Number 5 and number 40, Kevin Bybee and Derek Banta can hit that 3, though. Now we look here at Quincy inbounding under their basket as Banta goes out of the ball game and Myers comes back in. Look for a lob here quickly.
See, St. Louis Lincoln was not ready. They were ready only because he had to come back down and take the shot. But had he been able to get it when he was airborne, they would have just been watching like us.
That's a timing play. It's just a quick in. As soon as it's handed from the official to the player, he's just passing immediately.
Looking for Martin, posted low, as you see Johnson come over and help out right away. He's got to be there to help out because Lepper can't guard him one-on-one.
St. Louis might want to milk a little time, Jim. They've got the lead. They're in the bonus. It's under 350. They may want to just bring them out just a little bit, be a little patient.
Nice pass over to Williams, but Lepper made him change his shot. He got it back. Lepper tips it out to Rudd. Oh, Rudd just sprints through.
Rudd brings the crowd of Quincy supporters to its feet because he has that athletic, exciting skill.
You know, there's rarely overtimes in consolation games. Have you noticed that?
Good. Let's decide it in no extra innings.
Foul underneath. No, I think they said that Stanford Riley stepped on the end line.
Costly turnover here at the 3:12 mark. 1 point separates them.
Kevin Bybee heads out with those 20 points. Banta back in for the Blue Devils.
St. Louis Lincoln in a man-to-man defense.
Double high post for Quincy. Driving is Meyer. Quincy has the lead at 58-57. What a game.
Should Quincy get the ball back with this lead, you can bet they'll pull East St. Louis out and start milking the clock.
2:45 remains in this third place affair.
Quincy trapping now, trying to get the turnover.
To Martin. Credit that one to little Stanford Riley.
Quincy back, trailing again by 1. They have to look for the offense now. And they're still not in the bonus, Jim.
Cuonzo Martin with 22. What a player he is. On the run was Meyer. And Martin owns it.
2-minute mark. 1 point lead. If you're East St. Louis Lincoln, and you're in the bonus, you've got to be thinking spread the floor, take some ticks off the clock, possibly go to the free throw line.
Martin with 8 rebounds on the game to go along with his 22 points. Pass down low to Martin. He has to hustle after it, but it cannot be saved because Johnson has it.
Sure, Benny Lewis didn't want that.
Bybee with 20, and as I said, Martin with 22. And what will the call be? A foul out front. That's not exactly what Benny Lewis wanted.
No, but they got it to give yet. I don't know. That doesn't. They're still not in the bonus, so they'll be inbounding at the sideline.
I say that only because if you get a foul later on, you might want to give it away then. Timeout on the floor. Now this from one of your network sponsors, the Illinois Pork Producers. Hi there, laddies. We hope you're enjoying this third place game on the IHSA television network. That's no leprechaun unless they're getting bigger on me. Here comes the Quincy fast break. This is the one, I believe, where Rudd just keeps on coming. Watch him split the seam.
That's right. He comes back now to the left, comes around, uses a rather unorthodox
use the right hand instead of the left.
Well, sideline, they're trailing by 1. Many coaches are just happy to get it in and work for something. Coach Leggett may go immediately looking to score. There's
the play, but it wasn't there as Horton jumped out to stop it. Banta now to Bybee, who's back in the ball game.
The 2 3-point shooters in there, and Banta and Bybee.
This is where the Quincy patience pays off.
Oh, they're going to be patient. They've got possession of the ball. They're not waiting for the last shot, but they're going to get a good one.
High post, and here we go. Rudd. Bybee, open, short, rebound, Cuonzo Martin.
East St. Louis is in the bonus. 50 seconds left. They want to take care of the ball, Jim.
How many times has Cuonzo Martin been there for East St. Louis Lincoln when they needed him for the big play?
He's a money ball player, and teams that get here have those types of players. Todd Wienhainer for Quincy, Cuonzo Martin for East St. Louis Lincoln, Tom Kleinschmidt that we're going to see in the championship game, Jamie Brandon, the list goes on and on and on.
Not a lot of free throw tosses here tonight, only 14 in total, and Quincy has come up a little bit shy in that department. Missed free throw. Here come the Blue Devils again, just like last night.
Those are big ones there. That could have put this game in a tough situation for Quincy.
All the Quincy fans are on their feet.
Could Coach Leggett go out with a last-second shot for a victory?
It wouldn't be unusual, but East St. Louis Lincoln and their fans hoping it doesn't fall. They're going to have to take a shot, Coach, with at least 8 or 7 seconds left because they want to try for the rebound if it doesn't go.
Might be one shot only.
Timeout. Timeout on the floor. Don't go away. We're pausing for these messages.
It's time to trade in your old built-in appliance. Wall oven, cooktop, dishwasher, and disposal. It's time you enjoy a beautiful Maytag wall oven and Maytag cooktop. It's time to have a Maytag dishwasher and disposer work for you. Benson's can install for you, and we'll give you service excellence. You even get a free 5-year limited warranty on parts and labor, only at Benson's. You even get time to pay, and the price is right. At Benson's Maytag, pleasing you pleases us.
Peoria demands the bottom line. S&K Chevrolet delivers. Yes, till 8 p.m. Wednesday. Our bottom line price will be on the windshield of every new car and truck. And just $4.99 down delivers. We intend to sell 85 Chevys in just 4 days. It means low prices, low payments, like Metro, just $129 a month. S10 pickup, just $144 a month. Even Cavalier, a low $155 a month. Bottom line, you save big. At just $4.99 down delivers. Only till Wednesday night. Only at S&K Chevrolet. Don't miss it.
Well, it all comes down to the final 11 ticks of the clock here in the consolation game. Quincy with the basketball, and that's going to scare you for Benny Lewis because of all those specials they run from the out of bounds.
Well, and Quincy doesn't need the three-pointer to win. They just need an old-fashioned two, shall we say, or even to get fouled in this situation. So I would think you'd look for something that's inside for Quincy to take it to them, to take it to their defense. What type of defense will Benny Lewis come out in? Will he come out man-to-man, or will he come out and just kind of match up with them in a zone?
Well, both teams have plenty of timeouts left, so if Quincy does score, East St. Louis Lincoln will call the timeout quickly. It's Vanna. He lost it on the way up, but he's fouled by Chris McKinney, and the 1-and-1 will be in effect. Remember what I said about that foul out front a couple of seconds ago?
Yeah, he had it to give. They're not in the bonus. They're not in the bonus, are they?
No, you're correct. I read it incorrectly. They have one. That's the last one they have to get.
Hang the guilty team.
That's why McKinney probably said, hey, I'll take the gamble.
That's right. They had the foul to give. Quincy was not in the bonus. So watch the lob to Lepper coming over.
They get it inside to Johnson. He lost it back to Love. 4 seconds. Timeout. East St. Louis Lincoln. Don't go away. We've got time for a shot. Now this for one of your network sponsors, Country Company. The inbounds play actually didn't work. They had to go to Tim Johnson, who lost the handle, but look at Rudd. He stepped right back in, picked up the loose ball.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding game, rightly so, if he should wear the hero's mantle here. Rudd just stepped in. The ball was actually kicked off of Johnson's own foot.
Martin with the defense there. And again, now both teams are officially in the bonus situation. And we have 4 seconds remaining.
Surprised to see McKinney down here. I don't think they want him down there. I think they want Martin down there and McKinney up here with the ball. Benny Lewis may want another timeout.
That's exactly what's going to transpire. Benny Lewis wants to talk it over again. Or does he? Now he's talking with the official.
Well, there's some confusion here on the part of Lincoln.
Put into the ball game by the official, so he has to wait. 5-8. Well, here we go. Quite a finish. And it's only for third. Wait till the first place game. Williams will inbound. They're going to pass it up ahead to McKinney. He's going to have time to get it off. It's good! They do it time and time again, and they did it one more time for Benny Lewis. They had time to get it off, and just like Vincent Jackson and just like Mr. Ford and all the shots they made last year in the closing seconds, down it went. And up went Benny Lewis, and down went the Quincy Blue Devils, and you won't find a better third-place consolation game nor a better show of sportsmanship between those two gentlemen, McKinney and Jerry Leggett. He goes out a loser, but loser is not a label he will wear for long.
My question would be, when do you take the poll and question the audience, do you enjoy a third-place game? If you took it now, it might be a different story, Frank.
They ran it to perfection. Williams inbounded it to Stanford Riley. His job was to get it up court and look for McKinney. Let's take a look at it one more time.
By pushing it up the floor, he's got 4.9 seconds, and McKinney spears the ball right there, and a desperation shot off balance puts her home. And that's all she wrote, Jim.
From where McKinney stopped and from where he let the shot go, that was 5 feet.
That's right, and you know what? That's the toughest shot in the game of basketball, that baseline shot fading out of bounds. A difficult shot, but a great athlete and a great shooter put it home.
Well, Jerry Leggett's last day as the Quincy Blue Devil coach ends on a rather unusual note for him, having lost both games here today. But again, the injury to Todd Wemhaner did not help matters at all. Duncan Reed, the coach of the Rock Island Rocks, is standing by, and he's commenting about the game, and I'm sure we'll get his thoughts. But what a third-place game. 61-60. McKinney lit it up. That was his 14th and 15th points of the game, and Benny Lewis, as he has done so many times here at the Hall, walks off the floor a winner.
He's had some unbelievable shots made by his ball players to capture titles and to put his team over the hump, and this was a great one.
And maybe the most amazing thing of all is that Benny's hair is not totally gray yet.
Oh, it's not. No, it's not at all.
We're going to break away, but first this from the IHSA. 2-point field goal.